with graphing horizontal and vertical lines, the first thing you need to know is what's the difference between horizontal and vertical. That's just the basics. So let's make sure that we get that taken care of first. So horizontal is a line that's like the word originates from the horizon. So you're standing in, middle America somewhere, and you've got flat land as far as you can see. So the sun rising and setting on the horizon means it's the flat line where the sun would rise and set. That's where the word originates from. Horizontal, horizon, flat. Which means that vertical then goes this way. Okay? So that needs to be committed to memory for sure. And hopefully it already is. Before I even met you, you knew this stuff. So, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so in the journal section, if I have the equation, x equals 5. So there is no y in this equation. It just says x equals 5. So I'm going to do a table of values just like Alondra did for bell work because I think it was smart. The x is 5. All of the x's will be 5. Forever and ever. So the first question says, what will x equal if y is 1? So now I'm going to put that y is 1. Okay, we're looking at my table of values. What's x going to be if y is 1?
5.
It's going to be 5 because x equals 5. All of the x's will always be 5. So what about when y equals 10? So y is 10. It's going to be 5. They're all going to be 5. What about when y is 10,000?
It's 5 though.
It's going to be 5. It doesn't matter what your y's are. I could do negative 12. I could do 38. I could do 2. Anything. But if the equation is that x equals 5, then all of your ordered pairs will have 5 in the x positions. So the y is the ordered pair will always have 5, comma, and then anything. And they told us x equals 5. X is 5. This line is not going to be slanted or tilted or anything. This is going to be just a straight line, but is it vertical or is it horizontal? That's what we still need to discover. So let's go to number 1.
I have a question. I was 5.
Anything. 5 comma, you just pick whatever number. Number 1, find 3 ordered pairs that are solutions of y equals negative 2. That means that my y will always be negative 2. We just talked about that in the journal. Y equals negative 2. So you have to pick 3 ordered pairs and you make them up in your head, but it has to follow the rule y equals negative 2. So write 3 down. Make up 3 on your own. It has to follow the rule that y equals negative 2.
Just make up any one.
That follows the rule y equals negative 2. Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So, Amelia, what's one of your order pairs?
0, -2.
Sorry about that. 0, negative 2. Perfect. Y is negative 2. Awesome. Joseph, what's one of your order pairs? So y has to be negative 2. 1, negative 2. Awesome. Ashton, what's one of yours?
10.
10.
I have
And you have to say -2. I already got my 3. Thank you, though. So just like bell work, all of the X's were -4. The journal, all of the X's were 5. Here, all of the Y's will be -2. You're going to be told what the number is that all of the whatever have to be. So now, let's put this into practice. So read the directions for number 2 to yourself. And let's go through each one.
No.
On A, is X 4?
No.
Sound like you guys got this down.
No, yes.
B, is X 4?
No.
Wait, some people said no. See how the 4 is in the first spot? X comma Y? C,
Yes.
Yes.
because 4 is right in the front spot, X comma Y. And D?
No.
Yes. Psych.
It's not. So, just look at what they ask you, X equals whatever, Y equals whatever. This, we need to decide and learn how to know which way the line goes. Y equals -1.
Horizontal.
Your y-axis is up and down, your x-axis is horizontal.
Oh, just kidding.
Go to -1 on the y-axis. Make a dot. Do that now. Okay. Now here's the -1. Is yours here?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to figure out which way the line goes. If this helps you, great, but I'm not requiring you to make a table of values. But what this table of values that I wrote means is that whatever direction your line goes, either it's going to be vertical or it's going to be horizontal,
Don't you do the opposite?
you are. But I need you guys to know why, not just memorize, oh, it's the opposite. So, let's do -1, 0, and 1. So that would mean that all of my dots would be along this line. So a y equals is going to be a horizontal line. And that, what he said was really smart, because it is opposite of what you think. The y-axis goes up and down, but that's not the way I graph a y equals. Our lesson today is only x equals and then just a number, or y equals and then just a number. There is no y equals mx plus b today. So it's really simple today. Okay. To the next one, it should be number 4. I know, typo.
Oh, yeah.
So x equals 2. On the x-axis, go to 2, +2, and make a dot. On the x-axis, go to +2 and make a dot. Okay, now how is my line going to cross through it? Show me with your arm the way the line will go. Yes, up and down.
Parallel? Right?
Well, if there were 2 lines, it'd be parallel.
Vertical?
Again, I am not requiring you to make a table of values for every single one. Okay? Can we talk real quick about you knowing the difference? X equals 5 and y equals 3. Okay, just watching. Please don't write these on your paper. Okay, since this first one says x equals, that'd be everybody looking at me, not working on the back side. You go on the x-axis. Label your axes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X equals 5. Make a dot. Show me with your arm how I'm going to draw this line. Correct. Up and down. Let me do it in blue the wrong way. If I made my dot in blue and then I drew it like this, I wouldn't even be able to see the line because it would be on the x-axis. So that's never going to work. Your line has to be visible and obvious. Now y equals 3. On your y-axis, label your axes always. On y, go to 3. And make a dot. Show me with your arm how this line's going to go. All right, good. Make it long enough, noticeable, please. This is all you need to memorize today. If it says y equals, go on the y line and make a dot. If it says x equals, go on the x-axis and make your dot. And draw your lines through it. Okay, turn it over. Let's talk about each worksheet. You've got 2 worksheets on the back side. And what you need to do is you need to go through and draw H. So go to x equals 10. So count 10 spaces over and make your dot. Okay, you have to draw a line. You can't just make a dot and be done. X equals 10. And label it H, please, because if you choose to do the riddle, you can follow the directions and figure out what the word says. But the line has to go up and down. Make a line through it, going up and down. Make a line through it, going up and down.
Wait, why isn't it why isn't it her?
Horizontal? Because everybody go to R and O. They're kind of near the bottom. R says y equals 0. So you go to your y-axis to 0. I'm going to do it in blue so it's noticeable. Okay, 0 means I'm not moving at all, left or right. So my line is actually this one for R is going to be on it. That's very rare. It's because it says y equals 0. Usually it's got a number, so we move over. We move up and down. And then for O, x equals 0. X equals 0. So here's y equals 0. And x equals 0 I'll do in, how about purple? Because they're 0, they're on the line. You don't move up or down or left or right or anything. Okay, on Candy Craze, it's a matching. So you have to find, for number 1, x equals -3. You have to find the letter that shows that x equals -3. So you match it. So everybody look at Candy Craze just so you can understand how. On Candy Craze, guys. It's number 1, x equals -3. Find that graph. What letter is x equals -3?
Is the line like right on the thing?
It'll be on -3, yeah.
Why is there 2 S's?
Because there's 2 S's in the word. There's just,
bold and one's not bold.
well, I had to use my own pen, and I mixed up on N. On N, there should be another line in there. I need to point that out to you on N.
There is a line.
Wait,
N has a typo. You'll just see it when you get there.
it's messed up, right?
Yeah, you'll see it when you get there.
It is in the tube.
And
There should be 5 spaces, but I messed up and okay?